Okay, it's time to wrap up the Druid quest line. We're going to be doing the 5th Druid quest in this episode. It's called the Cursed Glade. So the old woman from the village turned out to be a witch. She's creating curses at the Cursed Glade in the middle region. Find a way to remove the witch from the Cursed Glade. So the goal of the game is to destroy the witch. The tip they give is you must use the destruction spell to remove the witch. So let's go ahead and get started. And as a druid, I start the game with 1 spell. This is the spell card deck. And it's alchemy. I can convert any number of objects that I have into gold. Each object gets me 1 gold. So the quest is to destroy the witch at the Cursed Glade. Here's the Cursed Glade. It's in the middle region. And there's the witch. So it said I need to get the destruction spell. A couple ways I can get it. Either from the spell deck or... a sorcerer can set up camp somewhere on the board and I could buy spells from him. I can earn spells from different places. So there's a few ways to get spells, but let's get going here. It's not gonna win itself, you know. Okay, so to begin the game, I don't need to go to the tavern for anything, so I'm gonna go to the graveyard. But if I'm good, I'll lose a life. If I'm neutral, this is my first turn. I don't need to replenish anything. So what I'm going to do is become evil and roll the die, because I can possibly gain a fate or gain a spell. Now, as a druid ability, I'm able to change my alignment once per turn. So let's go ahead and change to evil. I was neutral. Let's go ahead and travel to the graveyard, and that's going to let me pray. Okay, I'm praying, so I'm going to roll the die, and I get a 2, which is ignored. Nothing happens. Okay, so here we go. Turn 2. I get a 6. So the ruins let me draw 2 cards. I'm going to go ahead and go there. 1, 2. Okay, so there's an imp and a lemur. We go by the lowest number first. I meet a mischievous imp. Roll 1 die to determine where he teleports me. So let's go ahead and roll the die. 6. He sends me to the Cursed Glade. That is funny. The only problem is I don't have the destruction spell. So I normally would draw 1 card, but there's already a card here. So I have to deal with the witch. Witch lurks in this space for the rest of the game. If you lay in here, roll 1 die. 3, gain 1 strength. So in this case, she helped me. So I now have a 3. Thanks, witch. I'll be back later to destroy you. A 5. Okay, I really want to get back out in this outer region. There's just too much. This is a little more dangerous. I could lose more life out here in here, so I'm going to go back. Now, when we travel across this bridge to come back, we don't have to fight him. You only have to fight him if you're going that way. So let's go ahead and go over to the fields here. A specter has appeared. So it has a craft of 3, and my craft is 4. I roll a 5, so looking pretty good here. We win. She goes in my trophy stack. By the way, because the imp teleported me, I didn't get to my second card. So this lemur is going to remain on that square, although that's an easy battle. So next time I'm over in that area, that'll be no problem to defeat. All right, let's go ahead and continue. 4. I can go to the fields or to the woods. I'm going to go to the woods because that will give me another spell. As a druid, when you go to the woods, you go up to your maximum number of spells. So I got an invisibility, which lets me evade a creature. So now I'm at my maximum number of spells. And a siren comes out. Siren song can be heard throughout the region. You must miss a turn. Then it fades away. So that's going to bump us up to turn 6. 4. So let's go to the fields. A dragon. Alright, so he is strength 7. I've only got strength 3. So you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to turn invisible. And I'm going to run away from this thing. Evaded. Now, the only problem is that dragon stays on the board now. So every time I enter those fields, there's going to be that dragon there I'm going to have to encounter. Okay, so let's go to these fields. A cave. Remain here the rest of the game. Roll the die and see what happens. 5. I gain 2 gold. That's excellent. Now, because I need to get back across the river, it's going to be pretty hard to fight the Sentinel with a strength of, when he has a strength of 9. So what I plan on doing is getting an axe, and then I can go to one of these wooded locations and build a raft. And coincidentally, an axe costs 3 gold. So I need to get to the village here and visit the blacksmith. Just like this. Okay, I'm going to visit the blacksmith. And I'm going to buy an axe. Okay, I'm out of gold, but I do have the axe now. Plus, it gives me a +1 strength to my for strength combat. So here we go. So all I need is that destruction spell. Okay, now if I go to the chapel, if I'm good, I can roll, I can pray, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So change my alignment. I'm going to go good. Move to the chapel. I'm going to pray. Then I'll roll the die and get a 3, which is ignored. So nothing happens. Next turn, we're on turn 10, which isn't too bad, I guess. I get a 2. Let's go ahead and go here. If you're not crossing the bridge, all you do is draw 1 card. Storm sweeps through the region. You miss 1 turn. Then the storm abates. So we're up to turn 12. Another 2. Since we're already good, let's go back to the chapel and go ahead and pray again. See if we get something good this time. Nope. Ignored again. So if you notice, I'm 1 spell down. So if we get some more where I can get a spell, that'll be excellent. Let's see. In the city, I don't need to heal. I'm not going to turn my axe into gold, so I would have to do this. There's a chance I would turn into a toad or lose a strength or lose 1 craft. So there's a 50-50 on good or bad. If I go over here, I will visit the mystic. I got a 2, so it's ignored. Nothing happens. Get a 6. So, since I'm good, let's go ahead and go back to the chapel. And we'll pray. 1 is ignored. Okay. 2. Let's go ahead and go back here. Draw a card. Pestilence has befouled the region. You must lose 1 life. Then it vanishes. Alright, so we need to get somewhere so we can get a spell. 5. Let's go ahead and go to these fields here. Draw a card. And I get another axe. Alright. 4. Let's go to the woods, because I'll be able to draw a spell. Teleport. That's going to be useful when we do get to the middle region. We can go straight to the witch in the Cursed Glade. Add 2 to your craft. Excellent. We're at 6 now for craft, which allows me to have a 3rd spell. So as long as I've got that crown on, I'll be able to have an extra spell. Look at this. I can go to the other woods, which is going to let me draw a spell. Oh, that's a forest. Shoot. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what happens. 6. A ranger guides you out. Gain 1 craft. Perfect. 3. Now, there's the cave. I'm going to... Now, again, let's look at what the cave does. Attacked by a dragon. I could handle the goblin. Lose a turn, gain gold. I'm going to go just for the field over here. Draw a card. 2 bags of gold. Awesome. Okay, a 4. Let's go back to these fields. A maze. When you land here, if your craft is less than 5, you miss a turn. Mine's way more than 5, so nothing happens. But that maze will stay there. And if I start losing craft for whatever reason, I will lose a turn if I go there. Let's go ahead. Is there anything I want to buy? I could go to the Mystic and hopefully gain a spell. Or I could go heal. I could spend a gold to get my life back. But I haven't been losing much life in this game. So let's go ahead and go here and we'll visit the Mystic. Let's see what happens. A 1, become evil. And that really doesn't matter. Okay. I can always change back if I need to. Ah, the woods. Now we'll get a healing spell. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use that as soon as I can, so I've got a free spell slot. Shadow. Shadow's lurking in the dark corners, so we're going to fight. This should be simple. I get a 12, and he gets a 7. So he's going to be added to the trophy stack. And I've got 5 right now. When I get 7, I'll be able to turn those in and get another craft point. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I forgot I was going to use my healing spell. Okay, so now I'm up to 4 life. I'm going to change to good. Go to the chapel and pray. I get a 3, which is ignored. Boy, praying is not doing much for me in this game. Let's go ahead and go to the village. I'm going to go to the Mystic and see what she can do for me. 3, ignored. Okay. I should start using these fate points here. I'm going to turn evil. Visit the graveyard. That allows me to pray. And I gain 1 spell. That's what I wanted to see. Psionic Blast. So what that does is it adds my craft score to my strength score when I get into a strength combat. So I could go fight that dragon now, and I think I could easily win. 4. Oh boy, let's go ahead and turn good. Go to the chapel. We're going to pray. Consult the table here. It's ignored. Now, I wouldn't mind getting a 1, but I got a 6. What spells do I have here? Alchemy. You know what? I don't need the gold, but I want to get rid of the spell. So I'm going to use my alchemy to get rid of one of these axes. Okay, so now I've got a free spell slot, and I'm going to go ahead and go over here to the Mystic, because I could gain a spell if I get a 6. 2 is ignored. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll. A 3 is ignored. All right. So that used one of my fate points. I still have 3 left. 1. Do I go to the cave or the maze? I'm going to go to the maze, because nothing happens. I've got more than 5 crafts, so I don't lose a turn. 3. That one is here. Let's go ahead and go here. I'm going to draw a card, a unicorn. So we're going to do the 3 before the 5. So we're going to have to do a combat. This should be pretty easy. 10. There's no way he could win. Okay, so he's going to be added to the trophy. And I get to ride a unicorn now. Add 1 to my strength and 1 to my craft. 5. Let's go ahead to the plains. The mage has made his home here. If you're good alignment, he will give you 1 spell per visit. Alright, and I am 1 spell down, so let's go ahead and take the spell. Acquisition. At the start of your turn, before you move, either gain 1 gold or acquire one of the following. So I'm going to go ahead and use my acquisition, and I am going to take... well, it could... No. Okay, I don't need a weapon. I could take the armor. That way if I do lose a battle. Or I could take a mule, which will let me carry 4 extra items. But I'm not getting close. I'm going to go ahead and take the armor. Okay, and I have a free spell slot now. Spectre. It's a craft of 3. No problem. I win that one. So now I've got enough in the trophy stack. I'm going to go ahead and turn in 7 points worth. So that's going to be 3, 6, 7. That gained me another craft point. 1. Let's go to the hills. A healer has made his home here. He'll heal up to 2 lives per visit, free of charge. He'll be there for the rest of the game. Okay, let's go to the woods. I get to draw a spell. Alchemy. Well, and I got a shield. So I'm going to go ahead and use my alchemy spell to turn that shield, since my armor is much better. There we go. Now I've got an open spell slot, and I'm gaining some gold there. Let's go ahead and go over here to the woods. I get to draw a spell. There it is! Destruction! Sorry, I got a little excited. An evil darkness comes from the land. If you're not evil, you miss 1 turn. Let's go ahead and turn evil. Although it doesn't matter. I'm already at a 1 talisman rating for this particular quest. So here's what I'm going to do. Since I'm here, I'm going to use my axe to craft a raft. And I'm going to use my raft to cross the river. I got to draw 1 card. Magic portal will remain here for the rest of the game. You may pass through it if you wish. I am not passing through it. What I'm going to do is use my teleport spell to go to the Cursed Glade. Oh, 3, gain 1 strength. Okay. Now I should have used my destruction spell. I can't use it now. Shoot! Alright, so we're going to have to go back there. That's okay. What is this? A chasm. But I don't think... Oh, yeah. If a 1 is rolled for yourself, lose a life. If 1 or 2 is rolled for a follower, it is killed. Let's go ahead and go there. That's fine. 3, I do not lose a life. And I lose my... Oh, shoot. Alright. Boy, I need to slow down here. I lost a life, but that's fine. Now I need to roll for my follower, so if a 1 or a 2 is rolled, I lose it. I am going to use a re-roll. I'd like to keep that unicorn. Okay, that saves him, so we're good. Okay, now I need to get back to this place. Let's go ahead and go here. Draw a card. Shrine will remain here for the rest of the game. Let's go ahead and roll. I get a 3, so I gain a gold. At this point, that doesn't matter. When you have just completed your move, this spell will remove any face-up adventure card. Oh, from the board. Okay, I'm going to cast it from here. To use the destruction spell, select a space with a face-up card. There we go. Destroy the witch. There it is. That's the first time I've used that spell. That's why I was a little confused there at the end. With the witch removed from the glade, peace may return to the area. Well done. Took me 40 turns, but the Druid quest line is complete. I don't do the magical quests. They're the same for every class, and it's basically the main game. Goal is to get to the Crown of Command. So that wraps up the Druid quest line. Just a quick preview. Next, we'll be playing the Wizard. Come back for that. Thanks for watching. Take it easy, y'all.